we need to have a talk.
Matt, I've already had that talk.
Mr. Brown, I ain't talking about that talk nor nothing. I'm talking about an entirely new kind of talk.
So we're not talking about the talk?
We're having a new kind of talk. A talk that you can't walk on a talk. A talk that we must talk about with the field trip, Mr. Brown.
The field trip to the Underworld, Matt?
Yes,
So what do you need to talk about the field trip, Matt?
we have to go on a field trip to the Underworld. That way, everything will sound so much cooler and we can learn about Hades in real-life experiences.
Matt, the Underworld doesn't exist.
Mr. Brown, if you only believe...
Fine, we'll take a trip to the Underworld. But I'm gonna need you to sign these release forms.
So, Mr. Brown, what's the release form say?
Going to the Underworld may result in death, suffocation, drowning in boiling water, loss of genitals and/or facial hair. Alright, class, I have your release forms, so now we can take the field trip to the Underworld.
That's
awesome!
I am Hades, Lord of the Underworld, and I'll be your tour guide today as you visit the bottom pits of the Underworld. You may notice behind you, we have this giant skull with flames on the ground. That is the entrance to the Underworld, because I said so. Now, I'm also a very hot guy, and there's a bunch of other stuff you should know about me that we're going to talk about later on this field trip, because you're now my prisoners.
Yay!
Are there any questions? As we continue the tour, you must realize I'm a god, so I can just teleport to my private lair, which you guys will be touring with me later today. So while I teleport, my main boatman, G-Dog, Chiron, will be escorting you across the river. Churros? Nah, churros.
Shut up, Dennis. Now I need you all to remember, keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Please refrain from puking, as it attracts giant snakes.
I don't feel so well.
Alright, we have 6 people here. That's good. Time to go. And that concludes our tour of the River Styx. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we missing anyone? I think we might be missing someone. Are you sure we're not missing anyone?
Yes. I see that 5 of you are still alive. Excellent, excellent. My casualty rates are slowly declining this year. And so, here's the coolest part and most dangerous part of our trip, is where we meet Cerebus, my main G-Dog. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Cerberus? You want a churro? You want one of them good churros, hey, my G-Dog?
Sorry, Big Z. It seems my Big G didn't like you with those churros, but I think you'll do this fine. You're full of protein. Just walk it off. So, right now we get to move on to the hottest part of our tour. We get to meet my smoking wife, Persephone. Now, most of you are thinking I kidnapped her, but I didn't. She's madly in love with me. I'm so in love with you.
Yeah, where are those big hands coming from?
Oh, these hands? This is my brother Zeus's hands. You got that right, G. And so, yeah, he just comes to my place time to time with his big hands. You're so hot, Trevor. Mwah. Smite. You got burned. And this concludes the Hades to Flades tours. So, I hope you enjoy our churro shop, our churro factory, and our I Love Churros t-shirts. So, if you please will exit on the moving escalators to your left and right. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Matt, for that amazing Hades tour. I'm so glad you told us to go on this field trip. Just remember, Jeopardy's on Thursday. I give you all the answers. Are you ready, Chuck Norris?
Yes, I am.